Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel, and today it is really safe to say that I am Destiny the fuck out. But in a good way. I really enjoyed the Destiny beta. Thank you Bungie for sharing what is indeed a slice of the game. One can only imagine what you guys have to offer when the full game drops, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've actually rescheduled my my pre-order, changed my pre-order from the box standard edition to the limited edition. I'm not into the ghost edition where you get that plastic ghost, what have you. Yeah, people can buy that. I'm just not into all of that stuff. I just want to basically have the game and have the season pass within the game. So that's why I changed my order to the limited edition, because with the box standard you don't have the season pass. So my thoughts on it, everything was good. I mean, to begin with, I did not like the whole jumping thing, the whole frog mode thing, because I experienced that in Crisis 3, and you know, it kind of traumatized me to that extent, you know, whereas I just didn't want to play another futuristic shooter that had those types of gameplay within it. So when I first started playing the Crucible in the Sands of Time map, hated it, and made my hate known to Bungie by putting up a video about it. And somebody actually replied and actually stated to me, look, you know, you need to kind of look at this game in a certain way, and you know, you need to kind of deal with the people who goes into frog mode and what have you. And you know, at first he was being an a-hole in the way he was communicating, but as we discussed the game even further, we became firm friends. You know, such is the power of our love of gaming, that it can actually do that. You know, it can change people's views and, you know, have us dealing with people in a different way once we actually know their love for the game and how they can influence us in actually playing the game from a different perspective and a different standpoint. So I appreciated that a whole lot. And you know, since then, played the missions, all the missions, all the Crucibles, and as you can see now, I'm just getting involved in the new mission on the moon map, which I really enjoyed as well. Took some doing, and when I completed it, I thought that was it, but then one of my PSN friends was saying, no, you need to get this dude, and he sent me a screenshot of the ogre. And I thought, you know what, as much as I would love to, I just can't be asked. I just cannot be bothered. You know, I've played enough, and it hasn't changed my viewpoint on getting the game whatsoever. But I can understand why people who really are hyped for a game, they don't really want to play too much of it because it might spoil their enjoyment, or they might just be, you know, just be spoilt on the amount of gaming they can do with that particular game. I mean, I feel the same with YouTube channels, you know, with games like Watch Dogs. I was very interested in Watch Dogs, but refused to watch anything on any channel on YouTube that pertained to Watch Dogs because I just didn't want it to spoil my take on the game. So I completely understand that, and it's the same thing with Destiny. I mean, there are people that's making a petition to play more of it, and I'm thinking, but why would you? It's like, come on man, it's like Bungie didn't even have to give us this much, you know what I'm saying, for this long, you know. And for me, you know, I've played enough to know, right, I'm making a purchase, I'm going to buy this game. Hooked up a clan with my friends, and you know, we're gonna do this thing and do this thing and do this thing. You know, this is gonna be one of the games that I'm really gonna spend a lot of time on. There's other games that I haven't really, you know, done so with when the game came out, like Watch Dogs. I mean, people like the game, I like the game as well, but it's just not a game that I spend a lot of time on, you know. Co-op game, team-based games, yeah, I'm all into that. So, you know, so I think Destiny is going to be one of those games that is going to feature a lot on my channel. But anyway, that's that. Right, next thing I want to talk about, I've spoken about this in earlier videos, and just want to come back to it again. And it's just the phenomenon of the dislike of the rating system within YouTube videos and YouTube channels and etc. etc. You know, I've got friends that's formed their channels the same time as I have. They have more subscribers than I do. But they get more dislikes than I do. And they do talk about why they're getting dislikes and yada, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And for me, you know, they dislike your videos because they can. You know, if it wasn't there, they wouldn't be able to basically do it. And for whatever reason they basically dislike your videos, you know, they're not going to say anything to you, because just for them to say, well, I don't like you because I just don't like you, is not something that they want to be seen to be saying, because it will make them look stupid. And it actually reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite movies, A Bronx Tale, where Robert De Niro's character is walking down the streets in Harlem with his son, and his son meets up with a guy that owes him $20. And every time he sees that guy, he runs after him and he manages to get away from him. And this has been happening for like 3 times during the duration of the movie. And on the 3rd occasion, Robert De Niro's character asks his son, look, why are you running after this dude? And the son says, well, because he owes me $20 motherfucking dollars, man. I let him $20 and he just basically fucking runs off and leaves my ass when I try to ask him for my money, man. I'm getting fucking tired of this motherfucker. And Robert De Niro just basically said, look at it this way. You just paid somebody $20 to keep the fuck away from you. And I thought, you know what? That makes sense. Makes complete sense. How you got to look at people that dislike your videos is, well, you know, if people dislike your videos, they just dislike your videos. But it's going to cost them 1 view to do so, you know? And if they keep saying shit on your videos, it's going to cost them another view as well. So the stupid haters amongst all those in YouTube land are going to find themselves basically propping up your video count because they don't like you. Which doesn't make sense, because if I don't like you, I'm not even going to look at your videos. It's as simple as that. But stupid ass people will dislike your videos to the point where they actually support you in the same way. You know what I mean? So, you know, please, for anyone with a YouTube channel, don't even be sweating in the question of, well, why are people disliking my videos? It just doesn't make no freaking sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, if Jesus Christ or Allah or whoever you pray to as the creator of this world we live in had a YouTube channel, right? There'd still be people disliking that shit. So, you know, it makes no sense. I see channels that put up videos that is not offensive in any way, shape or form. They're just being very educational and very incisive and, you know, very entertaining. But there's still people that hate it. You know, with PlayStation Access, for example, you know, they put up videos just giving information about the latest games and what you can expect in the latest games and this and that, and you still got people disliking the shit. You know, same thing with Xbox. I don't own an Xbox, but that's not the reason for me to dislike them, because I don't own an Xbox and I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. You know, sometimes I'm interested to find out as to what is coming out on Xbox to see if it would even sway my decision in buying an Xbox, you know. But some people just put up videos on why you should not buy an Xbox, and that makes sense to me. I'm not gonna like the video because of their dislike for someone or something or what have you. So, you know, that's how you just gotta see the dislikes in your videos. The dislike in your videos is just currency that stupid ass people's gotta basically pay in order for them to basically dislike your videos and not have the fucking balls to say why. And that's all there is to it, you know. Which kind of leads me on to my third thing. YouTube gaming channels. I've had my YouTube gaming channel for like, well, is it 2 years now? I don't even know, because I don't even pay it much attention more than so. And, you know, I got friends that has got their YouTube channels around the same time, and, you know, some are successful, you know, some are not as successful. And I say that, you know, not to be black and white about it, but I say not successful in the way they deem success to be for their channel. You know what I'm saying? And they question the fact, well, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And the thing about it for me at the end of the day is that gaming is the thing that brings us all together, you know? If you want your channel to be successful, you just got to just do what you do and keep doing what you're doing. If I look at a channel and I see a person with like, I don't know, like 400 subscribers, and their latest video is, well, you know, I've had my channel up for such and such and blah, 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 and I'm not getting the subscriptions that I want and this and that and yada, yada, yada. What am I doing wrong? I can guarantee you, right, it's not going to be, what's the word, conducive for me to carry on watching something like that when the very thing that brought me to your channel in the first place is something that you're not going to feature on your channel. So, you know, whether your channel is successful or not, it's not really down to you, it's down to the people that actually watches your videos. Now, I watch quite a few videos and quite a few video channels, and based upon different things, based upon gaming and whatever my interests are, you know. But I watch quite a lot of gaming channel videos and the like, and you know, they can stem from trolling channels to tutorial channels to game specific channels, you know. And the thing that I get from all those channels and all those videos is that they basically, you know, they stuck to a program. They set up a program and they stuck to it. That's what I mean. You know, for example, if you like, you know, the person likes Battlefield videos, that's all he would put up. You know, and he put up anything Battlefield related. You know, and dare I say Call of Duty, and dare I say again Fight Night Champion videos. You know, it's just specific. It's game specific. It can be sport specific. You know, and from you're consistent with that, of course you're gonna get people that's interested in what you're interested in, you know. But if you keep pertaining to, well, you know, the amount of views you're getting, the amount of subscribers you're basically getting, you know, people's going to be turned off. And it's going to be people who have subscribed to your channels that don't even have any subscribers. That's the thing you got to basically take into consideration. The very fact that some of your subscribers don't even have any subscribers. I'm talking zero, zilch, nada. And they subscribe to your channel. And if they watch you and you're basically saying, well, how come I ain't got more subscribers and this and that and yada, 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 of course, it's going to turn them off, you know. It doesn't really turn me off. I understand where they're coming from, but, you know, you've got to look at it from a relative standpoint at the end of the day, because some of your subscribers that's built up your channels don't have any subscribers of their own at all. And that's how you've got to kind of look on it, you know. And just do what you're doing. Do what you're doing, you know. You know, people can have a, I don't know, not so much a breakdown period, but people can have a non-inspiring period within their channel in asking, well, what am I doing wrong? You know, that's it's not a sin, it ain't a crime. But then when you keep doing it, it's gonna have an adverse effect, because people, you know, who know you, they know you're in that position, and to some degree they're gonna basically reveal that you're in that position. And there are some people that will do that, and you know, who are your friends. There's a song by Maxi Priest. There's a song by Bob Marley called Man to Man, and it goes like this: man to man is so unjust, you just don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy can be your best friend, and your best friend can be your worst enemy. Some will eat and drink with you, but behind your back they will susu on you, mean chat about you. Only your friends know your secrets, so it's only them who can reveal it. And that song is so true. You know, don't look at random people and think that they're the ones that's basically, you know, bringing hate to your shit. It could be the people you actually deem as your friend that secretly hate you because you have just as much ambition as they, and they don't like to see that you're basically coming up in the way that they basically come up as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's all relative. So don't think it's just strangers that's going to be hating on your shit. It could be the very friends you have. And that's what I'm basically trying to say in relation to your channel and where it's going or where you want it to go and what have you. Just basically just deal with it from an organic standpoint. If you love gaming, let your love of gaming be the thing that shines in your channel, not your striving to get partnership and fucking 2,000 fucking subscribers per day. You know what I mean? You know, if that's what you're going to be hoping for, you might be waiting a long time for that shit, while other people who claim to be your friends have surpassed you in all that shit. You know what I mean? And wants to keep you in that quota of people. You get what I'm saying? Enjoy what you do regardless. That's what I'm saying. And finally, I wish to take some time into actually debunking myths that are commonly associated between employed gamers and unemployed gamers. Now, this has been inspired from a forum thread which was posted in the Destiny forum, basically asking the question, what are you going to do to spend your time or to fill your time while the Destiny beta is down for maintenance? The answers I've seen were varied, but they were specific in the context of gaming. And my answer was that I'm not playing any game. I find it hard to play any other game. Such was the hold, or is the hold, that Destiny has on me, that I just find it hard to play any other game, and I just want to see the game out to the bitter end based upon the learning curve that I have grasped with the beta from the very beginning. After which, somebody posted up a reply basically stating, and I quote, "You have to ask my wife. Oh, and by the way, I work for a living." Now, you can draw two strands from that. One of which is of sarcasm, which, let's face it, gamers have a lot of, and you have to have a sarcastic mind to understand sarcasm. Do you know what I mean? If you don't, you would think a person's trying to basically insult you, when really they can be trying to tell you something, in a non-insulting way. But then you, with a sarcastic mind, can take it both ways, because it's not you that they're actually being sarcastic with. You know what I mean? So you can draw from that sarcastic strand, or you can draw from a strand of that person just simply being assumptuous, presumptuous, arrogant, and judgmental. And that was mainly the strand that I drew from, the latter strand, to which I made a reply, hopefully with the grasp of sarcasm that I had at that point, in stating, quote, "Yes, it's true. I was with your wife while he was out at work." To which some other dude replied to my statement in saying, "Only a child will make such a comment. It seems that you are too young to play this game. I tell you what you do. Why don't you play with your wiener and tell me how it works? Because your mother knows how mine works." To which I replied, "Only a presumptuous, assumptuous, arrogant, judgmental person would make a comment like the originating comment to begin with. You need to chill out. He was just troll meat, easy troll meat. And out of my comment and your comment, people will know who made the childish comment and who made a comment that was born out of sarcasm without the need to be vulgar." Now, my thing is, it doesn't even pertain to the follow-on comments from the comments I made to the originating comment. My question is, well, what has being employed got to do with you being better than me as a human being? You don't know a person's circumstances. You don't know a person's circumstances within them being employed and a gamer. I mean, let's face it. Hollywood superstars play computer games. Rappers play computer games. Singers play computer games. Dare I say it, drug dealers, murderers play computer games. Bank robbers plays computer games. Being employed doesn't make you better than me, because you're earning money. How you earn your money is down to you. But just to say that you are a brain surgeon and you play computer games doesn't make you better than me, because there are janitors and nurses and doctors that plays computer games. What does that make you better than them? Being employed is relative at the end of the day. And to use employment as a put down to somebody who is not employed but still has a console kind of shows that that person is fortunate. Now, whether that person wants to be an a-hole and be a jerk on top of it, that's just down to them. And you can decipher from that as you will, because as much as they are unemployed people that are jerks, there are unemployed people that are nice people, and there are employed people that are jerks as well. It doesn't take away the fact of the type of person you are as a human being, which does not make you better than them because you can afford to buy a console. You are more fortunate if you can't afford to buy a console and somebody in your family buys you a console. Doesn't make you a lesser person. You don't know the person's circumstances, why they are unemployed to begin with. So just count your fucking self lucky, thankful, and grateful that you have a job. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Just because I'm employed, the job that I have doesn't make me better than you if I kill people for a living. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my point. Oh, and another thing, anonymity on the internet is great. It's great for hiding the person that you really are, and it's great for basically, telling lies to people and have people believe your bullshit as well. Because in one strand, I'm sure that people like Richard Branson, he plays computer games, but is it going to serve him any favors by actually having his gamer tag as Richard Branson? No, it's not, because of the amount of hassle that he's going to get. I know for a fact that Megan Fox is an avid gamer, but is it going to help her by basically putting up her gamer tag as Megan Fox? No, it's going to have an adverse effect. That's why they don't do it. But on the reverse side, you're going to have people called Jockstrap, for want of a better name, that's going to say, well, I'm Jockstrap and I earn a 6-figure sum and this and that and what have you. Unless I have the proof, you can be bullshitting your ass to me. I ain't drinking that Kool-Aid either. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, you are who you are, under the same banner and the same umbrella of our love for gaming. And it's with that I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. Thank you for watching. And as always, whatever the console, whatever the game, whatever the genre, whatever the media, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about. Gaming, first and foremost. And until such time, I'll see you on the next one. Megan.